Hey y'all, Chloe's grandpa here. Sorry it's gonna be a rambling post. Well, not really a rambling post. I have a purpose this time. This one is for all my tractor lovers. I got some questions. All right. Um, First off, I want to say sorry I'm not gonna be able to make it to TTC. I tried to get something going and it just didn't work. It's a bummer to me. I hear there's some really great YouTubers going, some people I look up to. Um, but there'll be another chance, I'm sure. Um, but here's my thing. My big question to all you tractor guys. All right. Um, my wheel horse. It's a 800 special. It's complete. It hasn't started in a few years. The guy said that he just put a battery in it. I'm sorry, I can't see but through the bifocals. Um, the huh. Oh, but the guy said that it put a battery in it and tried to start it and it didn't start. Well, that leaves a lot of things open. Um, but there are things that I want to do. But it being complete, do I need to go like buy new stuff to try to start it, like a solenoid or you know what I mean, stuff like that? I've already watched hours of videos on rebuilding carburetors and stuff like that. And here's why it bothers me so much. I had a square body Chevy that I could never get running right. It was a carburetor. I tried to get three different people to do it and nobody could fix it. So I ended up selling my dream truck because I couldn't get it running. Well, and my wife needed something, medication at the time, but that's besides the point. Um, but carburetors scare the bejesus out of me. So, but I watched a few videos, and I watched one the other day that got me feeling pretty confident about it. And today's video, I was going to be tearing the carburetor off of the wheel horse, but it rained half the day, and then I just don't feel well. My knees killing me because I don't know if y'all know anything about arthritis. Rain and colder weather kind of have a tendency of. Yeah, I was checking to see if I was bald. Leave me alone. Um, have a tendency to mess with my arthritis. Here's a rant. Why? Once you get to a certain age, you got to start being on blood thinners for this reason or that reason. Mine is heart. Okay. Now, why is it that we have all these really great painkillers and pain medication, but if you're on blood thinners, you can't take any of them? Not a single one. Tylenol does nothing for arthritis pain, which means, like, if I walk around a store, by the time I'm done walking around the store, I'm done walking for the day. I can't walk anymore. It completely destroys my knee. Why? Can you not make enough money on it, pharmaceutical people? Okay, there's my rant. That's all I got about that. Okay. Because I want to get the wheel horse running. I want to start working on it. And the carburetor's always been what stopped me. So I'm more confident in that. And I will be working on carburetors because, unfortunately, in life, I own more than one lawnmower, and more than one lawnmower has carburetor issues. As a matter of fact, my project mower that we're going to get back to, it needs a carburetor redone. We heard it running, and you guys heard it, and it was a carburetor. It was in a video back, a few videos. The mower I usually ride with Chloe is my brother-in-law's. We call it the weenie. When I went out with Candace on the way home, it started bogging down real bad, and I could only get it, like, if I tried to throttle it up with the throttle thing, it would get so high it'd pop and crack and die. So I assume it's the carburetor needs cleaned. It ran fine out in the woods, and all of a sudden, poop, it didn't want to run good anymore. The little red lawnmower that I'm going to be building for Chloe, that carburetor needs redone. So there's 4 carburetors right there that I have to clean. And I'm cleaning them because I don't have the money to replace them. They're like $30 each. Some cheaper, it's, you know what I mean? But you got to figure, I have the money for 1 mod a month. I get paid once a month rolling cigarettes. I have enough money for 1 mod a month. This month, as a matter of fact, the mod that I bought for the project mower that I haven't been telling anyone about or showing you is sitting right over there, and it cost me $50. That's not bad. The $50 sorry, I was trying to video with Daisy, and I found out something about my mean, aggressive pit bull. She's scared of the tripod. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to have an area very soon to where I'm going to be videoing and probably live streaming with Daisy. So, because that's my dog. She's my baby. But, damn. But here's my question, all right? I'm trying to get a mower going for to go on rides. It's hard to do because I don't have money and I don't have the expertise that some people have. So I can only do like 1 or 2 mods, and I'm trying to get a tractor running. It runs, but it needs a carburetor done. I'm doing the carburetor. I did buy 1 thing for it so far, but that 1 thing cost me my going to TTC. I had someone here to watch the dogs. I had someone here to watch my wife. I had a way to get there. We weren't going to have a vehicle, so it would have been a lot of walking. But I just didn't really have the money to get in. And there's the raffle, which is really cool. Which is a really cool tractor, which I really wish I could have entered. But I just couldn't. $10. So it would have been like a total of $35, which would have been the mod for the project. You know what I mean? So I really wish I wouldn't have bought the mod. I really wish I would have just gone to TTC next week and loved it, because I knew I would have, me and Candace were coming in. It would have been a blast, but that's just the way things work, I guess. Yeah, I'm playing with it because Chloe's going to watch it and be like, Grandpa, look at your hair. Yeah, look at it. Okay, now, I have a question. Accelerator pedal or throttle? I understand for like a race mower, the throttle pedal, the accelerator pedal is the way to go. But what about like a mud tractor? What about the rock crawlers? Would it be easier? I'm looking at it financially. You can get a bike. Yeah, I can. Maybe. Anything that's free around here, I live in a depressed area. Anything that's free is in the junkyard. The junkyard wants $20 billion for anything they have. So I'm limited at a lot of things I do for money. Like if you were going to do a mod to a tractor to just take it out in woods, what would it be? Your 1 mod. Because I want to get something that's just fun to play around with in the yard, in the woods. Just like it all around. If I want to take it in the woods, I take it in the woods to do some trail riding. Nothing serious, nothing abusive or anything. And then take it out in the yard and fly around in the yard, take it out on the street, and fly around the street. That's what I want to build because that's kind of how I ride. I think the owner's mad at me for riding in the woods. Um, we'll find out the next time I go out there and see if they come out and yell and scream. They drove down the road and stopped and were staring at me, and I couldn't hear what they were saying. So unlucky for them. Well, unlucky for them because they really don't want to come up and start yelling and screaming at me when I have either Candace or Sabrina or Chloe or my wife or anyone with me. A man, he can take care of himself, but you're not going to yell at me around women or yell at women around me, especially my women. I call them mine because I consider them mine. Those are the women that I protect. And my sister and my wife's best friend. Well, we won't get into that. But what would your one mod be? And at one mod a thing, it's going to take forever, which is why I kind of want to get the wheel horse going right now. Leave it stock because what I'm going to be doing with it, at least right now this year, isn't going to be anything major. It's just going to be tooling around in my obstacle course in the backyard that I'm in the middle of building. Yeah, baby. But what would it be? What would you like if you got just, okay, for instance, that's not what my project mower is. Say it's a Craftsman LT1000. What would you do to it? I know tires, stuff like that. Those are pretty easily to get. Just $75. So that's not something that's going to happen right away. But say you had $50, what would your first mod be on it? A pulley and a belt is about that much money. But my question is, should I front pulley swap it so that I don't have to drop the transmission and do all that stuff and take time? Could I just do it? I seen somebody flip the pulley around, cut it down, and drill it and weld it and screw it and to make it work. And if I blow the motor, the chances are I'm just ripping it out and replacing it anyway. So it doesn't matter if it's welded on there or screwed on there or whatever it is, right? I mean, it's just an old lawnmower. It's not even an old expensive lawnmower. So I'm not that concerned about its resale value. If I resale it, it'll be resaled as a running mud mower. But what would you do first? The welding of the diff, yes. I have a welder. I have to rearrange my yard, which I'm in the middle of doing still, and get things put to where I can tear them apart and they're not in the middle of my front yard, which I've got an area cleared. I'm working on it. It's been raining the last couple of days, so I haven't been able to get out there and do much. It didn't rain all day today, but by the time it was done raining and the sun came out, I was already feeling like doo-doo. So I didn't get out there today. Because I'm going to be doing a lot of stuff with this mower that I'm building. The wheel horse, it's going to be very soon. I was just wondering if I'm going to rebuild the carburetor. Should I get just like a solenoid just to start out with? What should I look for at getting? Because I really want to get that running. That's been sitting in my yard and I sit there and look at it and I'm like, man. And it's just for right now for this season until next year, because next year things are going to be different. Way different. But yeah, I just wanted to ask some questions because I'm going to get into doing some tractor work coming up. The weather's changing. It's getting cooler out. It's not so humid. I can go outside. If we could stay away from the rain, I'd be able to walk and breathe a little easier, which would be fantastic. A miserable. Yes, that's a word I made up. It's copyrighted. Don't use it again. My sister will probably spell it in the comments because that's just the way she is. But what would it be? If you had $50 to mod a mower, what would you do? I'm open to any suggestion because I do want to get out there and have fun. Um, and also rebuilding the carburetors. The one that I saw, the guy was just not rebuilding it; he was just cleaning it. Do I need to get a rebuild kit? Would getting a rebuild kit just to have, just in case, is that something I should have? Pulley swaps. Is it better to pulley swap the engine or pulley swap the transmission? I mean, I understand that it's not something necessarily you need, but 5 miles an hour is okay, but 10 miles an hour would be a lot more fun. I'm just saying, just to get us kicking, you know what I mean? Zipping through the yard, maybe do a little. And when snow comes, oh, buddy, I want to have some fun. But yeah, that's about it. I can't think of anything else without just continually going off on random, just rambling and stuff. So my question was, if you had $50 to mod a mower, what would you do? Because I really want to get a modded mower. I want to do more working on mower content, which is coming. I just really haven't had anywhere to work on my mowers until I figured out the best place to do it. And it'll give me some space to have with the dogs where I can be out there and videoing and the dogs can be with me. Because in Daisy's room, it's mess. It's just little and it's hard to do. Oh, excuse me. You should eat every day because every once in a while your stomach messes up if you don't. But that's about it, guys. That's about all I have. If you have any suggestions or what you want to see next as far as the mowers go, because I have a wide variety of mowers with going to be a wide variety of purposes and such. So let me know. Sorry, it's just a rambling video. Some of you sickos like that. Sickos. But yeah, that's it. I'm gonna start rambling if I don't get off here. All right. Do something today to make your kids smile, even if it is just planning to make your kids smile. Because that's what life's all about, whether they're adult kids or little kids or young kids or even the babies. It's all about making them smile, man. Because it does more for you than it does for them, and they don't know it, and you do. All right? Be smart. God loves you, and so do I. Y'all have a great day. Bye.